Morning, y'all. My name is Russian Kimball. My pronouns are he, him, his. I have the privilege of serving as the pastor of Broadway United Methodist Church in downtown Orlando.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
All right, we got to do this again. I filmed Hard Truth Monday just a few minutes ago. I shut it down, got it done. My voice is on fire because I was yelling the words poverty pimp. That's true. And then I sit down and guess what? Daniel Penny is headed home, as he should be. So I pumped my fist. I came back. I got to start again. Everything that I said in the first video is now null and void, except for the fact that he is not on trial. He is not on trial for what he did. He's on trial for the color of his skin. I want to talk to you about that. I have a 15 or 13 pack of memes at the end to get your week started off right. It's going to be fun, and I want to hear your opinions. My voice is on fire. I can do this. Today's episode is brought to you by Hidden Hybrid Holsters. You're going to love them. Amazing warranty, fantastic people, but more importantly, you can carry all day hidden, all day comfortable. They got you. They got your back. Or your front if you carry with appendix. It's hiddenhybridholsters.com. Tell them I sent you. All right, Daniel Perry walked onto this train. Now, I want to put it into context. This was a season that's still going on now of rampant violence in the New York City subway system. That's not hyperbole. It's true. The year before Daniel Penny's incident, his heroic incident, there were at least 20 subway shoves. Just 3 days before the incident, a subway rider was stabbed with an ice pick on the J train. A month before that, a PBS reporter got sucker punched on the number 4 train. And this was also 1 week before a victim was shoved onto a moving train on the R train. That one survived. Witnesses of the incident, the murderous criminal that walked on to Daniel Penny's train, was yelling and shouting that somebody gonna die that day, somebody gonna die today. And Daniel Penny solved the situation heroically, accurately, quickly, judiciously. You only got to hang mean bastards, but mean bastards need to hang. That's a quote from a movie. That crap goes on. Somebody needs to solve the problem, and a Chad did. A 25-year-old veteran. He's 25. I don't have my notes on me anymore. He's 20-something-year-old veteran. He's an architectural student with fabulous hair, and he's a Chad. I'm way off my notes. Before a grand jury even could convene, District Attorney Alvin Bragg laid manslaughter charges on him, and everybody went nuts. And today we pump our fists and say, awesome. Never should have gone to trial. Maybe a grand jury for about 8 minutes. But the testimony is overwhelming. Here's the facts. The bad guy, the moron, the murderer, the murderous with murderous intentions, was on drugs, schizophrenic, was having a psychotic episode, and was yelling death threats on the train. Solve the problem right now. Thankfully, Daniel Penny stepped up. Does this set up something, a season where Good Samaritans will no longer help? Probably doesn't help. There's a lot to this case. They're already burning stuff down, lighting stuff on fire right now in the streets. I haven't looked. Like, this is taking place in real time. But BLM has repeatedly said there is going to be a lot of stuff go on. Riots in the street if this guy doesn't go to prison. Why? It's not about anything for BLM besides cash. The cash they made during the last round, that's all it's about. In the last episode that went in the trash can, that's when I was yelling, opportunistic, race-baiting poverty pimps. That's just my opinion. This is from The Hill, and this is from back in May. The progressive left mob has come for Daniel Penny. Well, they didn't get him. What's going to happen tonight? It's going to be wild. How about we do some memes? How about let's just do some memes and keep it going? I've lost my notes. I'm so far out of here. The hard truth for today is they ain't going to get him. It's a hard truth. Hard truth for today. Here's the memes next. Breaking, Black Lives Matter has threatened widespread riots in major U.S. cities if Daniel Penny is acquitted. Guess what? Please Don't Infringe says that's called terrorism. And the threat should result in arrest and trial and conviction by a jury of their peers. Next, The jury was deadlocked. Pedro says, I guarantee that this MF are responsible for the deadlocked. Yep. Wearing a green mask in 2024, you know that's who it was. Next, it's interesting contrast of how the left views violence. Gun down a CEO on the street, hero, yay! Stop a lunatic from hurting women and kids, Satan, literally Satan. That dude's gonna have to move. He's gonna have to. Next, different conversation, but I like it. Benny Johnson says, I'll say what we're all thinking. Her first, fire her first, set the tone. She knelt for BLM. She's a federal agent. She's overweight, wearing a mask. Fire her first. Senior chain, go.
I'll allow it.
Last week, I talked a lot about the CEO situation. It is okay to have mixed feelings. You don't have to go all the way one way or the other. I can understand. You know what? Maybe insurance companies should pay for anesthesia. Maybe. How about that? Maybe. And also, I'm not real wild about people getting gunned down in the street unless they're communists. And I got flack from both sides. I'm gonna stay right there in the meantime. Although I do choose to laugh about the memes. I see both sides. Here's an example. Next, hey, you're almost done with your surgery. How will you be paying for your anesthesia? Choose your payment method. POW, Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. I get both sides. I get it. Next. Donald J. Trump's fight men's cologne. Right to Bear Meme says, what do you think that would smell like? I say success and liberal tears. Next. I made this last night. When she sees my bulge, when she finds out it's a G19 with extendo mag and red dot, one of y'all on Instagram said, hey, if she makes that first face when she sees your extendo mag and red dot, keep her. I agree. I botched the delivery, but I'll agree. All right, next. DC Drano says, if you were confused why a Republican senator from Iowa would oppose Trump's pick for Secretary of Defense, this picture explains everything. It's all you need to know about that rhino. Or is she a rhino? Next, DC Drano also says, not even calling Joni a rhino anymore. She's a full-blown dim. Posing for a vax pick? No. Nope. Get out. Change parties, Joni. You're a fraud and a phony. And you might be a race-baiting pimp. Next, CEO killer's backpack held Monopoly money, but no gun. Police release new photo. This movie gonna be crazy. What is going on with that case? What is going on? Some say he was a professional. My son goes, yeah, but he didn't wear gloves and took down his mask. So how professional was he? Interesting. He had the timing. He knew where the guy was gonna be, so he's got some sort of inside information. Wacky. It's going to be a wild ride. Maybe a great movie come out of it. Next, John, the gun collector John posted this. Progress says, how many deaths would have to occur by gun for you as a gun owner to give up your stance and give up your gun? To change your stance and give up your gun. Mike says, how many rapes have to occur before you cut off your wiener? Progress. I'll allow that. Next. Company HR is showing me that there are, in fact, rules pertaining to casual Fridays. I did not know that. Next, it smells like up sexy in here. What's up, sexy? Not much. You? Next, his pronouns are showing. That's an oldie but a goodie, but it's making the rounds again. It popped up in our feed again this week. I got it. Popped up in our feed. It's ma'am. Next, Daniel Penny isn't on trial for intervening. He's on trial for being white. I'll tap the board for those in the back. What say y'all to that? Wacky Hard Truth Monday. This is Hard Truth Monday Part 2 for me. It's going to be a fun week. Got a lot stacking up for y'all this week. It's going to be fun. My favorite of Hard Truth Monday. Next, them. You should sing to your children. Me. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind up in here. Up in here. Why not? Drama llama go.
Woo! Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. me up, go all in, by Joe Biden. I gotta win, save the country from sin. I won't never slack up, get your money back up. Try and cuss my voter and you're bound to get smacked up. Get up, stand up, throw your MAGA hats up. If you got the feeling, Kamala's unappealing. Trump's got
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.